Go. What's going on, guys? MMA Island team. We're bringing you the fight pick video, and we got a banger of a fight for this one in Vicente Luque and Randy Brown. I am passing this one off to Atticus to make the first pick.
I'm going first?
We'll do it that way.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, put me on the spot. So this is not like it's not like the easiest pick for me because Randy Brown's look good. I mean, like he's got 2 wins in a row. You know, he's coming off. You know, he did have that KO loss to Nico Price. That was the fucking one where he got those no, not an up kick. Didn't he punch him from it? Yeah, that was
Hammer fist.
Hammer fist from bottom.
That was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. I still can't believe that. You know, he did bounce back really good, getting 2 finishes in his next 2 fights. But I think Vicente Luque's a little more well-rounded fighter. I think he's probably the better striker for sure. Yeah, and it's funny, these guys have they have some similar opponents. They both fought Barberina. They both fought Nico Price. MMA math on this one would suggest Luque takes it. Not that I'm necessarily going off the math here, but yeah, I mean, Luque didn't look very good against Stephen Thompson, but, you know, you can't compare Stephen Thompson to a lot of the guys that these two have fought. Like, you know, Thompson's a top 5 guy. He's fought for the belt. He did arguably lose to Mike Perry. So I think, Slick, you think that Mike Perry won that, don't you?
He did win that fight.
I don't think he did, but it's fair. It's fair.
I'll go rescore it, but I haven't rewatched it, but
yeah, when I watched it live, I thought Mike Perry won that.
I'm also maybe a bit biased. I fucking hate Mike Perry, and I had money on Luque, so I might have been a little biased. But yeah, I am gonna go with Luque. Randy Brown. Let me see. Randy Brown. Wow, he has 1 loss in each category. He's been knocked out. He's been submitted. He's been 1 decision loss. I think I might go with Luque. Either with a late finish or a decision. Late TKO or decision. All right. So whoever's next. I don't know who's going next because we switched the order.
Yeah, you switched the order up on me.
Yeah.
ahead,
Zach, I guess? I don't know. Zach.
All right, so I don't know if you can – I don't know how y'all didn't pick this fight to be fight of the night because we got Vicente, the walking fight of the night bonus, Luque. In his last – he has 3 fight of the night bonuses in his last 5 fights.
Shit, yeah.
And
you're very right. It was hard for me, but I'll tell you why I didn't pick it when it's my turn.
Okay. And against Nico Price, that one could be considered a fight of the night candidate as well.
Oh, I forgot to do our fight of the night. I'm picking Venata and Green for fight of the night. My bad. I forgot to do my fight of the night.
So what we know about Vicente Luque, he is a pretty technical striker, but as we know, there are more technical strikers out there. Just look at what Wonder Boy did to him. But Luque also has bricks in his hands. He knocks people out. He sends them to sleep. And also what I really like about Vicente Luque is that he mixes up his striking game very well. He has very good knees, very sharp elbows. This guy, and very good kicks as well. This guy is a offensive machine on the feet. But his striking defense, I think, does leave a little bit to be desired. Mm-hmm. And Randy Brown has impressed me. I didn't think he would win against Warley Alves. Looking back, I really think I should have picked him. But Randy Brown, he is a grappler by base, by trade. But what worries me a lot in this fight is that Randy Brown seems to have fallen in love with his hands. And if you are going to strike with Vicente Luque and you are not someone at the caliber of Wonder Boy, you are going to sleep. That is just what's going to happen. And here's the thing. Vicente Luque is also very good on the ground. He trains with some of the best ground game people in the world. And with the Burns brothers at Stanford MMA, he trains with those guys. He's in their corner constantly. But I do believe that Randy Brown has the advantage on the ground. But will it go there? I'm not sure. I think Randy Brown is going to want to prove himself on the feet with Vicente Luque. That's a bad idea. That's a bad idea for anybody. And I don't know. I think this is going to be a fun fight. If Vicente Luque doesn't knock you out early, then you can thank him for sending you home with $50,000 extra from a fight of the night bonus. I'm going Vicente Luque. I think he's going to knock out Randy Brown in the second. This fight is insane.
So, yeah. Oh, you want to go?
No, you go ahead. I'll finish it off.
So, here's the thing. I think that while Luque enjoys the benefits of being a walking fight of the night, I think he's going to start to get – because people just take him for granted in this division. I think if he wants to get to the next step, he's going to have to start taking that – you know how Gamebred had this insurgence of like, I'm just going to start knocking motherfuckers out? I think it's going to be along those lines. I think it's going to be that Luque needs to not take as much damage because he's so tough.
Yeah.
I think that he's either going to get him out of there early or just it's going to stay on the feet and Randy's not going to get to him. I love Randy Brown. I like both of these. This was my gut pick for fight of the night, but I really think that I think that Vicente Luque is just going to play. I think it's going to be a smart fight because Randy's relatively unknown and dangerous. I think Luque is not going to take any risks.
Yeah, well, so what? Your pick's Luque on this one then?
Yeah, either early, like either round one knockout or decision, like a safe, just like a Darren Till Gastelum decision. I'll go decision.
Wow, if only there was a betting line on Luque being in a boring fight, because
I don't think it's not like I don't think Till Gastelum was boring.
Yeah,
no, I did.
Yeah, I could say that because Till Gastelum, I didn't think it was a boring fight. I thought that was a very, very technical fight. From what I think with Luque in general is if you want to have a good time watching a fight, you watch any of his fights because
I agree, but as a Luque fan, I'm kind of pulling for him to start becoming that like because Wonder Boy fucking I don't want to say embarrassed him because Luque handled it well. Like he wasn't like shamed for it or anything, but like he really kind of made a fool of Luque. And then he went out and put on what I thought was what card was that on that it didn't win fight of the night?
249 because it went to Ferguson and Gaethje.
Yep.
That should have been a performance of the night, not a fight of the night.
That wasn't a fight of the night at all. It was just a beatdown.
Actually, I do think both of those dudes deserve $50K for that fight. Never mind.
Oh, that was a great fight. I said in my interview with Nico Price how it looked like they were playing UFC 3 and their R2 button was broken.
Yeah. I just think that as a Luque fan, like because Brown's really good everywhere. I fully expect that this could be a phenomenal fight, but as a Luque fan, I'm kind of hoping and thinking that he starts to not get in as many firefights.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, so what you're mentioning here kind of reminds me of Justin Gaethje a lot, is because people see his volume and they see how he got knocked out, and he kind of changed up his game a little bit, but was still able to get that volume out. And I don't think there's any way Luque's kind of wanted to tone down on the volume at all. I think although I agree with what you're saying, just be a little bit more technical, look away from the brawls and all that, because he does get hit in his fights, and it's shown when he fights a technical striker, such as one of the greatest technical strikers in Stephen Thompson. Kind of gets dropped.
The frustrating thing is Luque was doing good in that first round. He was doing leg kicks pretty decently, and then he stopped doing that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, just for me at least, when I look at this fight, I look at Luque and I look at his output, and his output is kind of unmatched. He's got 5.66 landed per minute at a 53% accuracy. To have that much volume and still have your accuracy above 50% is insane. He absorbs a lot of strike, but this dude has a chin. I've seen this dude take shots. Obviously, he got knocked down a bunch of times by Stephen Thompson, but as I mentioned, one of the greatest technical fighters in the UFC. I'm looking at Luque's volume to kind of overwhelm Randy Brown in this one. And I think it totally will. When this fight was announced, and Luque even said, I saw an interview with Luque, he was saying that although Randy Brown isn't ranked, he's still definitely dangerous, although I do definitely agree with that. I think Luque kind of had a step down with this one. I would have liked to see him fight a ranked opponent and kind of take an even bigger jump up, because Luque is such an amazing, like such a fun guy to watch fight.
He's so sick, and he doesn't get any love in the division.
Exactly. He's probably one of my favorite fighters, at least, and it's crazy seeing Nico Price and him, another one of my favorite fighters, throw down like that. It was such a crazy sight to see. But so with Luque being ranked in the welterweight division, I would like to see him fight somebody higher up in the welterweight division. And I think this fight here, he puts on an amazing performance. And when I picked my fight of the night before this, and I won't mention which one it was, I kind of blanked on this fight because this is really a very good fight that kind of is trending to be a fight of the night.
It's a recipe for fight of the night. I agree, but
Exactly.
I think it's going to be the old boys.
So yeah, I'm going with Luque on this one. Definitely, I think he's able to probably get a finish. I think Brown puts up a great fight. I think we do see some ground game in it as well. That's why I'm going to say it goes to a 3rd round knockout for Vicente Luque. The UFC calculator has this one at a 67.2% chance for Vicente Luque to get the win. And
I got a question for y'all. If
yeah.
it goes to the ground, who do you favor?
Randy Brown,
probably
For
pretty
sure?
easily.
Brown.
Oh yeah,
Brown. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't think it's like 100% Randy Brown.
No.
I just think I
No.
would give it to Brown.
Yeah.
I
Like,
tend
I
to
don't think he
agree, but
subs
it's
him.
close, I think.
I don't think he'd sub him or anything, but
Yeah.
Good.
All right.
I
Well,
don't
that's
think
our
so.
pick for the fight. We kind of had the shuffled order there. So I'll be sending out the outro, and I'll be saying that I want to know your guys' opinion. We all want to know your opinion. I say this through every fight because we really, really do want to see what you guys have to say. It's kind of funny to go back and see who was really right. Some people picked 1st-round knockouts for a guy who got knocked out. Some people picked knockouts for a guy who did get the knockout. It's cool to see that. And you guys can be a part of that by dropping a comment and letting us know what you guys thought of the video. Show your support, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.